Hi everybody. I'm making a new and improved L Reuteri yogurt recipe. This one is with dairy. I'm using the UHT ultra high temperature 2% milk. And what makes this new and improved is the fact that I've got my protein, my hydrolyzed casein protein, which it took a while to get, but finally I got it and I'm testing it. And what this is going to do is it's going to give the milk and the bacteria that protein that it needs to start multiplying like crazy. Glycerin or glycerol, I'm going to add a teaspoon basically. And the fructose oligosaccharides, it's my starch. And also I'm going to add a little glutamine. Glutamine, I did some research, and when the pH goes low, like let's say it dips below 4, because I'm going to be testing the pH, then this kind of protects it against the acidity. And lecithin, I made the mistake of getting the capsules where they're like oil, like omega-3. You want to get the powder. It's like granules or powder. And this just helps the uptake, the bacteria able to absorb and transition into making a sufficient amount. So that's what I'm gonna get going on here. So just stay tuned. Well, I can show you the first step. First step, I'm going to warm the milk, because all of these ingredients that I'm adding, except for the bacteria, the hydrolyzed casein protein, the fructose oligosaccharides, the glycerol, the L-glutamine, and the lecithin, all of these ingredients I am going to sterilize in milk, which is approximately 185 Fahrenheit. So I'm just going to heat it over a double boiler. Inside we have boiling water, and then we have the bowl here. And everything is sterilized. I sterilized everything, and I'm actually going to cover it just to get a little bit more clarity on the amounts that I'm adding. I have the hydrolyzed protein. I added 1 heaping teaspoon. The fructose oligosaccharide, it comes in a powdered form. I added 1 teaspoon, a regular teaspoon. The glutamine, L-glutamine. These are nice, these capsules. The capsules that I have here, I measured it. These are 120 veggie capsules, and the amount exactly was 1,000 milligrams, and I needed 500 milligrams, which is a half a capsule, for a 1 liter of milk. So I just opened the capsule, I poured half, and the other half you can just ingest yourself or chuck it. And insofar as the lecithin is concerned, another teaspoon of that. Glycerin, 1 teaspoon. And your bacteria, it's your standard amount. If you're using BioGaia, your 10 capsules of gastrus or the asportus, it would be 1 capsule, the standard amount per quart. Also the simple syrup, to give it a little bit of glucose, it'll be 2 teaspoons, which I'll add, and I actually can do it at this point because the milk has risen. You can see it's steaming. I have a thermometer also, and I'm going to mix this with my electric blender also to make sure it incorporates properly. And syrup, 2 teaspoons. That's it. Okay, so I just finished adding 50 billion, well, it's 100 billion CFUs of L Reuteri. It's the, just follow your usual recipe for making your yogurt if you use the 10 capsules crushed up or whichever you're comfortable with. And it's 1 quart of milk or heavy cream. Sanitize your supplements, and at the end of the day, what we're doing is we're just culturing bacteria in a lab. I'm not a biochemist, a microbiologist, but they're using like an agar MRS, which is a variety of proteins and nutrients for bacteria to grow. Not recommended to do that at home. Well, the actual MRS, you can actually order it online, but I spoke to a biologist and they said try not to do that at home because you can probably culture something really bad maybe, and you don't want to be eating that. But in this particular case, I just have some little supplements that are going to boost the L Reuteri capacity to reproduce and definitely get a higher number of CFUs. That's what I'm aiming for. So I'm just adding my one quart of milk, and I sanitized again my mixer, and I'm going to mix it to make sure it's all incorporated. Okay, once that's done, you're just gonna incubate it at 100. I actually go 98, my particular case. Put some water in your bain-marie and your sous vide. And I don't use any saran wrap or lids. I find this works better, but I do sanitize the machine before I use it really well with hot water. And I'm gonna let it go. I have the test strips, and in about 18 to 20 hours, I'm going to check the pH to make sure that it's not below 4. Because if it goes below 4, that's when it starts separating and I get the whey and the curds. So when it comes over here in this color, I just dip a little strip in, and it'll right now it's at 5.5 because that's the pH of milk is around 6 pH. And then after about 10-11 hours, the exponential bacterial growth, it really starts speeding up to 4. So when it's around that color, I stop it and I refrigerate it, and I'll show you the end result. Just stopped the incubation. I had it set for 30 hours, and there's so it was 26 hours that it's been incubating at 100 Fahrenheit, 37 Celsius, and texture wise we're good. If I let it go anymore, the milk yogurt would have separated. So I'm just going to check, because I just want to show you the pH at this level. After 30 hours using all those supplements, we're at 4. Okay, so just gonna, taste is very good. And the color, if you're curious, it's from the lecithin. It's one of the, it helps for the uptake of the nutrients to help the bacteria grow. And hopefully this version has a greater yield or colony forming units. So I'll show you the next day when you refrigerate it in the morning, when you notice the lecithin had come to the surface. But I just want to show you that you can mix the yogurt once it's cold, and it becomes actually, the consistency is very smooth. It's like a regular store-bought 2% regular yogurt. And I just tried it this morning, and the flavor is not that you don't, there's no aftertaste. It's just the regular, maybe even smoother, because I added about 2 teaspoons of the simple syrup to give it some glucose. But there you have it. I hope you try this recipe, and if you have any questions, leave it in the comment section. Have a good day.